Hello there, it's Tania Gabrielle, Wealth Astro-Numerologist, and welcome to Star Codes. This is the forecast where we look at an upcoming event to help us understand the dynamics in the stars, in the numbers, to guide us through the energy shifts in play right now. And so this particular forecast is all about Aries, because we're celebrating not only the equinox, which happened on March 20th when the sun moved into Aries, but on April 1st, Universal Time, the sun and moon will merge together for the Aries new moon. And every year, this Aries new moon presents a new beginning of the whole zodiac, because Aries is the first sign. Now, because it's happening on April 1st this year, there's an extra surge of letting go of the past and really starting fresh in a very significant way. So let's look at the time first. It happens at 7:24 a.m. Universal Time, and that's in Greenwich, England. And that would be 2:24 a.m. Eastern Time, New York, and 11:24 p.m. in the last minutes of March, on March 31st Pacific Time. And of course, you don't need to be in Aries. Aries is somewhere in your chart. One of your houses is ruled by Aries, most likely, unless it's in between two signs. But most people have a house ruled by Aries. You certainly have Aries in your birth chart. And so this new moon will significantly impact you wherever it takes place in your chart. So let's go right into it. So April is highly significant in so many ways because it is a 10 universal month in 2022. And 10 reduces to 1. And this new moon that starts the zodiac per se in Aries is a birthday in so many ways numerologically because of it being on April 1st. So we've got a 10-1 universal month in April that starts on April 1st, and then the new moon on that same day. Now, it gets even more exciting because the sun and moon will be at 11 degrees in Aries, and 11 is made up of two ones. It creates a portal, a gateway, through which you walk through, and the way to really be present in this gateway is to leave the past behind. So the gateway is like an initiation into the present moment. And if you're in the present moment, you don't think about the future, you do not remember the past and worry about this or that, or feel guilt trips, or are stuck in a belief system. You literally are present. And so all these ones set up a code that is really powerful, especially since the last 6 new moons, which are comprised of the last 3 in 2021 and the first 3 in 2022, were all at 12 degrees, each one, all 6. And now we've moved to 11 degrees on the 1st of April in a 10-1 month. So very, very significant new beginnings. And because Mars rules Aries, and Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, Mars is energy, Mars is momentum and initiative. And so we have a lot of drive now to move ahead, to just literally not look back anymore, to leave it all behind. And it's helped by Mars being sextile to the new moon. Mars is actually creating a harmonious aspect of around 60 degrees to the new moon. And that is highly fortunate, especially since Venus and Saturn and Mars are creating a stellium in Aquarius, the sign of the new age. So it's highly significant how this stellium of these 3 planets are in harmony with Aries, which is 2 signs later from Aquarius. So we've got a lot of wonderful opportunities now to take your mission seriously through Saturn, to energize yourself through Mars, and just go for it. And Venus adds a sense of luxury, beauty, pleasantness, and abundance to the equation. So I want to just say that a lot of the vernacular in the last couple years has been around a reset, some calling it the Great Reset. And Aries really is saying, no, this is about an awakening. And especially with the stellium in Aquarius, which is the sign of awakening, forming this harmonious sense of connection with this Aries new moon. This is not a reset, which is very much about, pushing a button. It's technology. It's spiritual. So you can say the word reset to indicate a brand new journey that you're taking. So it's different from this sort of AI technology, push the reset button. Rather, and that would be sort of the collective moving together as a result of external prompts. This is an internal prompt. This is very different. A great awakening happens within our hearts. It's not created externally, artificially. So we want to be very open during this time to question, to research, to listen, and engage with the world and each other to help us all lead to that great awakening instead of the great reset, which, like I said, is almost like out of sync with your heart, right? So you're not following an order, you're literally creating internal order within you. So we need to be committed to each other. We need to be committed to our mind, body, spirit. And in doing so, we help each other to set the stage for an inner awakening that comes from love. And love plays a very big role in this Aries new moon, as you'll see in a moment. So the sun and moon are conjunct in Aries. Aries is fire and courage and action and new beginnings. Energetically, you're just free to choose your path. You feel independent. You feel courageous. And this is a new moon. So again, new beginnings, a new era. So there's a great energy here to initiate something new. And it also signifies a change in seasons. So spring in the northern hemisphere and autumn in the southern hemisphere. So we can easily break negative habits now. We don't have to give our power away. We can set ourselves free to birth a new life, per se. Now, here comes the love part. So the sun and moon are conjunct Chiron. Chiron just moved to 12 degrees right before this new moon. The new moon's at 11 degrees. Both are in Aries. And Mercury's there too at 9 degrees Aries. Now, what Chiron brings to the equation is healing through the heart. And so this is a very important time now to really be open to profound healing of the past. Remember, we're in the newness of it, so we are just letting go of past habits and past ways of thinking about how life should go for us and what the expectations are. And we're just literally saying no and cleansing ourselves. And that's what Chiron is helping us do. So there's tremendous compassion. There's no guilt. There's just this connection of love between us and others, the ability to move energy for everybody's highest good, and also feeling connected in a profound way to your destiny, to just feel the sense of you've reached a point where there's an inner need to always focus on healing whatever moments have just passed and then uplifting the energy around you as a result, because you're not stuck in whatever pain was created and you're letting it go. And so this means you're utilizing the discipline as well that Saturn brings from that stellium in Aquarius. Saturn in Aquarius brings discipline to focus on the excitement of breakthroughs as opposed to being stuck in the past, right? So Saturn in Aquarius is an incredible experience we're having now, where we are literally dealing with, well, how do I use this energy in order to create a new sense of breakthroughs that are not based on a stuck regimen that the Capricorn represents. Capricorn is where the stellium took place in early 2020 on January 12th, right before everything shifted, right? So we're now really moving into the Aquarian age. That's just a little bit of a side note. But in terms of the love conjunction with Sun, Moon, and Chiron, what we have here is an opportunity to reach into our holy inner sanctuary, which is really a daily commitment. So you can call it prayer, you can call it meditation, but you're opening your heart to love in a daily basis. The heart is where love resides. It resides there permanently. It is always there for you, ready and willing to embrace and comfort you when you choose to remember to invite love in. So to understand you are never unloved and you're never without love. And this is an incredible state to be in when we take that time to get in touch with that inner sanctuary. We will always understand that love is our true nature because we feel at peace, we feel whole. And we know deep within ourselves that love is always with us. So love is you. When it seems like you're without love, right? When there is another frequency that's interfering that you're allowing in, and you feel unloved and abandoned, and you feel like you're in an inhospitable world, you actually deep down in your inner sanctuary, when you get in touch with that every day, you understand this not to be true. It only appears that way because of your choice to walk through that gateway and choose illusion instead of the present moment. To choose to play the game of separation, meaning me against you or us against them. So by establishing that daily routine, so again, we're beginning with all the ones, with Aries, the new moon, we can create new routines now, right? This is a great, great time to establish a great routine, to go deep within yourself. And this can be whatever time of day that's convenient for you, that's comfortable for you, because it's not for everyone to do this first thing in the morning. But in any case, make a point of doing it. Like you have to eat every day and shower, you do this. So opening up yourself to embrace love, actually to have love embrace you, to invite love in, you're strengthening that deep inner knowing, that trust, that surrender to love. And you also are realizing that being on this planet as a human being is just an opportunity to discover that you are love. So being human is not real compared to the sensitivity of feeling that you have when you're in the reality and the presence of love. That is eternal. Your life on earth is not, right? That's just transient. So love is the one energy that is ever present. It is in everyone. It is what makes the universe run, is love, and is there eternally without interruption. And love wants you to feel that it's present. It wants you to welcome it into your heart and delight in its comforting grace and love. And so this is why we want to focus on frequencies that activate love, such as gratitude. Gratitude is one of the fastest way to feel loved and loving. And so to help us with that, we have another very important transit that is happening in April. Actually, it's exact on April 12th, and that is Jupiter conjunct Neptune. And this conjunction truly is the one this year that is giving us opportunity for growth and expansion and optimism and solutions. And it's just very, very powerful and beautiful. It's the first time since 1856 that Jupiter and Neptune have met in their own home sign of Pisces. So this is very much about dreaming big and dreaming without any boundaries. So literally let go of the expectations and just hold that trust within you, that divine flow that allows whatever frequency you're focusing on in terms of this dream of peace and joy and love on the planet that you can literally activate that at this time. So that happens 11 days after the new moon in Aries, and it happens while the sun is in Aries. So it ties into this whole theme of dreams coming true and new beginnings. Now, one thing to keep in mind is love, source, the universe, God, does not want anyone to make sacrifices in order to prove that they love the divine. That is actually insanity, and it totally is uncalled for, because no one wants, if you can imagine, you don't want your loved one to prove their love to you by making a sacrifice, right? That's not love. So we're moving away from that paradigm. Love is totally accepting of everyone, everything, unconditionally, because that is the nature of what love is. The universe is love, eternally loving everything that is created, all the conscious sentient beings, right? This is an absolute womb of love. And all that love is able to do is to love others. So as you're awakening now, which is totally in play, right? We're all in the process of this great inner awakening. You will find yourself fully conscious and fully aware of the real nature of who you are. And there will be nothing in your environment that is not complete, that is not in eternal alignment with love. How could any kind of non-existent state be present in reality? It truly is an expression of love in however it appears. So this means that being in harmony with this frequency through this conjunction with Chiron, right? Making it part of how you think as well, because Mercury is part of the stellium with the sun, moon, and Chiron, is to truly always go to that place where you are in harmony. You are forever, always with all as one. So if you feel there is a sense of separation from love in your life, remember, it is there to show you that there is love, that there is light, and that you always return to light, and that the darkness is an illusion. It's just there to help you to understand where you are in the spectrum of things. Are you filled with love? Are you heart-centered? Or are you in a state of unconsciousness where you're not aware, and then so others or the external are pulling the strings, and that's the reset feeling, right? You want the awakening feeling. And so this Aries new moon is your opportunity to take the reins, like Mars, and move into that truly empowered awakening of your connection to love. So have an amazing new moon. And remember, you have an incredible spiritual code that is filled with wisdom and love. And it is revealed in your birthday and your birth certificate name and your astrology. And I've created a free masterclass at starcodeclass.com where you can discover your code, your star code. And not only that, you can discover the star codes of loved ones and colleagues and friends in your life, so you have even more compassion for their path. Because in this code is revealed your destiny and your purpose, and also the shadow sides to watch for that describe the darkness so that you awaken to the light. It's a wonderful class. It's free. It has a handout as well. So enjoy that at starcodeclass.com and have a beautiful Aries new moon. And I'll see you in our next Star Codes podcast. Bye-bye for now.